Good Wednesday morning. Today is a first alert weather day as we could see large fires in the Cascades or for lower elevations. At least we'll have the potential for it as it is going to be windy and it is going to be critically to significantly dry out there in terms of the vegetation. Still one fire on the map in Umatilla County. This Duff fire off of Duff Road about 7 miles to the south of Adena. It's 300 acres, still don't have much word on containment, so no real big update with this one over the past 24 hours, but we'll continue to keep a very close eye on it. All right, wind gusts starting to pick up a little bit. They are really going to be rampant a little bit later in the day, especially around the peak of daytime heating, 4, 5, 6 p.m. Look at these temperatures already, 60s and 70s, a couple of 77s for Hermiston and Pendleton, 50s and 60s in the Cascades, 60s up in the Blues. So your day planner forecast for today going to be into the 80s, perhaps some 90s around lunchtime, and then 80s and 90s, still a little bit hotter at the peak of daytime heating. Not as hot as yesterday, but the bottom line for the forecast, dangerous fire weather for today. Showers and thunderstorms possible Friday through Sunday as we do trend cooler for Thursday through Tuesday. I'll have a lot more on all of this, but especially point number one coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, an update on the Yakima hotel fire that forced 30 people out of their rooms in the dead of night. Coming up, what authorities say started that blaze.
And a disturbance at gunpoint ends with a foot chase and a dramatic arrest. This morning we'll tell you the charges that followed.
And a familiar pharmacy in Kennewick has a new name and a new look. What you need to know before you pick up your next prescription. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Wednesday, August 13th, and we start in Yakima this morning.
That's right. A follow-up. We now know which police personnel were involved in the deadly shooting in Yakima.
Yeah, it happened this past weekend where a mom of 8 was killed. And she was killed along with the suspect. So here's what we know from Yakima Police now this morning. We're told that the chief, Sean Boyle, was involved along with Lieutenant Ira Calvin, who has been with the department for 20 years. There was also 3 sergeants involved, including Scott Grant, who has served on the force for 17 years, plus 3 detectives. Yakima Police say 6 separate officers were also named, so 14 officers in all were connected to this officer-involved shooting.
And the Yakima Police Department says they are conducting an administrative investigation into the incident for purposes of determining whether the officers' actions were in accordance with their policies and procedures. The administrative review is separate from the investigation underway by the Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit, who took over the case.
So following this shooting, the popular Cruise the Avenue event in downtown Yakima that was scheduled for this weekend on Saturday, that has now been canceled.
Yakima police say the decision was made in the interest of public safety, and the incident has left the department short-staffed, making it impossible to provide the extra officers that are usually assigned to cruise night.
Officials say canceling the event will allow on-duty officers to focus on priority calls instead. And we're also following up on some new details coming out now this morning about that motel fire that we told you about just yesterday, right here on Good Morning Northwest.
That's right. An electrical fire at the Bali High Motel in Yakima forced about 30 people out of their rooms Monday evening. So firefighters say the flames started in the attic and spread quickly in extreme heat.
Our Dan Hansen shows us how crews and the community are now helping those who have been left without a place to stay.
When firefighters got to the Bali High Motel, they found smoke pouring from the roof and had to move fast to get everyone out safe. Yakima Fire Captain Jeremiah Stilley says crews arrived just after 5:20 to find an electrical fire in the attic. The flames spread quickly through 16 units, sending guests and staff rushing outside in triple-digit heat.
The firefighters opened up the attic and began suppression efforts, and they mitigated it within about a half hour to 45 minutes.
The heat wasn't the only challenge. Multiple other calls came in at the same time, stretching crews thin. Neighboring fire agencies stepped in to help.
We had all of our rigs tied up on 2 different incidents going on.
The Red Cross is helping about 30 without their homes, including temporary shelter, meals, and essentials.
Currently, we're helping out residents from 6 of those units. These folks are most likely to check out at some point later today, is our understanding.
Firefighters say this is a reminder to have electrical systems checked, especially in older buildings. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And the fire department says the cause was an electrical failure in a box inside the attic.
Yeah, luckily no one was hurt, but several units there are a total loss.
Moving on now to a crime alert in Kennewick, where police say a disturbance with the gun led to a dramatic arrest. Tuesday, officers were called to the 2100 block of West 4th Avenue. This after a woman reported 29-year-old Elias Huerta Camacho pointed a firearm at her and may have fired a shot. When police arrived, they say Huerta Camacho ran into a local business. Officers contained the area, but he bolted again, this time allegedly tossing a gun over a fence while running. Police say he surrendered shortly after and the gun was recovered. No evidence was found that the firearm was fired, but officers say that he is a convicted felon and now faces multiple charges, including second-degree assault, unlawful possession of a firearm, obstructing and resisting arrest.
5:05 now taking you to Benton County, where deputies are investigating a disturbing case of animal neglect after finding 3 goats who had been trapped inside of a black enclosed trailer. Take a look at your screen. We have photos from Benton County Sheriff's Office coming in. This happened Monday morning on East Terrell Road. Deputies say that the animals had been confined there, they believe, since Friday with little to no food or water. And as you can imagine, in this triple-digit heat we've been seeing, these goats were visibly dehydrated. The animals have since been impounded for their safety, and investigators are now trying to figure out just who their owner is.
And law enforcement agencies across our region say the phone scam calls are back, and this time the crooks are claiming you've missed jury duty or have a warrant. Authorities want to make it clear that police will never call you asking for payment, gift cards, or any bank information. If someone makes that demand, it is a scam. Authorities say the safest thing you can do is hang up, then call non-emergency dispatch to confirm. And if you're ever unsure, reach out directly to your local law enforcement agency before giving out any personal information.
Continuing coverage out of Sunnyside this morning, the City Council did not make a decision on City Manager Mike Gonzalez's future with the city. So at Monday night's City Council meeting, Mayor Dean Broersma tells us that he wants the investigation into Gonzalez's practices completed before the council makes a final decision. Gonzalez was placed on paid administrative leave, or non-disciplinary leave rather, at the beginning of June. The council has extended that leave more than the original intended 30 days, citing scheduling conflicts with the company doing the investigation.
It was extended an extra 30 days because they didn't get it done at the end of July and they wanted extra time to get it done. So we gave them 30 days and encouraged them to get it done in less time.
So the mayor says there is no timeline on when the investigation will end, but he and the council are urging the investigators to wrap up as soon as possible.
Now this as the legal dispute in Sunnyside continues, as City Council member Teresa Hancock remains under a temporary restraining order filed by the city's HR manager, Irving Brown. Hancock says she hasn't been served with the new order, claiming the previous one expired. She says the first order was issued in May, then again on July 1st. And Hancock tells us she's been to court 3 times, but claims delays, including Brown's attorney not being ready, have pushed the hearing back multiple times, most recently to July 31st, and then again after that. Hancock says she's complying with the order and is looking forward to resolving the matter in court.
I'll tell you this, the court did deem, with my attorney and his attorney agreeing, Mr. Brown did not show up, was not on Zoom, did not attend the meeting. But my attorney asked that I was able to carry on my business at City Hall, that I could go to City Hall to conduct business.
Hancock says her next court date for this is on August 27th.
5 and 9, turning now to local business news. The Rite Aid on Eli Street in Kennewick is now officially operating as a CVS pharmacy.
The store underwent changes yesterday, shutting down normal operations around noon, and they officially opened back up today. Now, according to pharmacy staff, most prescriptions will transfer over automatically to CVS, but any controlled substance prescriptions will need to be resent by your doctor.
So the store will remain open 24 hours, still the only 24-hour pharmacy in the area, and it'll still be located right there at 101 North Eli Street.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we're talking golf, but to one rising star, it's so much more. We'll hear from a descendant of the Walla Walla tribe to hear how she's honoring her heritage, all while competing.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland Sunview Point. What's happening? Oh, what time does the sun come up this morning, Josh? A little bit later. Well, at least it will arrive. Just how hot will it be today, though? Chief Meteorologist Josh Colveth will break it down in your first look forecast after the break.
Our number one service here at NIU Women's Clinic and Aesthetics is our weight loss program. Our program is really focused on a lifestyle change. We want our patients to be able to lose around 10 to 15 pounds of weight loss a month is what we see. But when they're done with us on the program, we want them to be able to keep that weight off. We don't want to see them yo-yo.
So I've lost about 40 to 50 pounds, and that's been over the span of 3 to 4 months. At my peak, I think I was losing probably 10 pounds a week. It was quite a bit, and I just noticed it was falling off of me.
So we are proud to announce that we are releasing a virtual weight loss program. What makes our program so successful for both men and women is the fact that we are treating exactly the reason why you're gaining this weight in the first place. By addressing your insulin insensitivity, your hormone balancing, your lifestyle, treating everything. We really focus on you and your needs.
Now open in Yakima. Go to newuwomensclinic.com to start your weight loss journey today.
Too busy being busy? Then it's about time you got lazy. Real lazy. And shop the brand that invented truly comfortable furniture. So kick your feet up, because Lazy Boy is now at Furniture Row. Browse and drowse in our collection of stylish and customizable recliners and sofas, and experience the durability and relaxation you've come to expect from Lazy Boy. Plus, unwind guilt-free with special no-interest financing. Here's to doing less in some well-deserved comfort with the Lazy Boy collection, now at Furniture Row.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bull riders, 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. It's bull time, Kennewick. Your tickets now at pdr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
The first time you try Bounce, it hits you. Your laundry feels way fresher, softer, with less static and wrinkles. So you start to wonder, if I put a sheet of Bounce on the finance guy, will it make him softer? The office dog less clingy? Bounce can't do it all, but for fresher, softer, better laundry.
The guys from Workaholics try to go all the way.
No one has ever gotten 3 in a row. We should phone a friend just to say how well we're doing.
And the stars from Hacks are in the hot seat.
You okay?
You know, it's not relaxing.
New Millionaire tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, it is a first alert weather day as there is the concern for fires to start or spread quickly. The National Weather Service in Pendleton and Spokane, they both agree as we have red flag warnings galore here. And this runs, this says 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., but I think they've since tweaked this to be 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. So just a little bit of a fix there. But anyway, you get the gist. High fire danger for today, and it will be hot once again, but a little bit cooler as opposed to yesterday. Your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities, it's going to be t-shirt weather all throughout the day. Mid-80s as soon as 10 this morning, around 90 at lunchtime, and then up into the mid to upper 90s. So for today, lots of sunshine across the map. Could have a little bit of light haze up in the sky, downwind, way downwind of a fire that's burning on the west side, so that'll continue to skirt off towards the east. But the Tri-Cities, Connell, Ritzville, that US 395 corridor could see a little bit of light haze, not expecting any big time reductions to air quality. And in terms of the high temperatures, 80s and 90s for lower elevations, still about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, but not as hot as yesterday. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies. Could see some more haze from that aforementioned fire downwind, and that could put a little bit of light haze into portions of Kittitas County. The rest of us should see clear skies. Overnight lows not as warm as this morning with 50s and 60s for lower elevations. But the big thing that I did not talk about in this segment, the winds. They are going to be rampant for today. That's going to be one of the main drivers with our high fire risk. So I'll touch on that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. It is 5:14, and we are taking a look at local sports this morning. A special connection taking center stage at this week's tournament at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
One of the players is bringing both her golf game and her heritage to the golf course. Salome Henderson Pendleton, a descendant of the Walla Walla tribe, is competing right on the Umatilla Reservation. She earned a sponsor exemption to play alongside some of the best in the sport.
So Henderson Pendleton says it's about more than scores. It's about inspiring young Native athletes and honoring the cultural roots of the land where she's competing.
The fact that I have this opportunity to play again is so awesome. It's just going to be a cool experience to be put back in that position with a totally different perspective. It's a blessing to be able to come back and play, especially somewhere where I have roots, you know.
Henderson Pendleton says that she is focused on fine-tuning her short game, aren't we all in the golf world, and hopes that young golfers see her as proof that passion, practice, and pride in one's identity all go hand in hand.
Too cool.
I know.
And it's in her name. That's so amazing.
I know. I know a lot of incredible women athletes playing in this coming weekend. Yeah.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking. It's all coming up in his first alert weather forecast right after the break.
He promises the sun's coming up sometime.
Hopefully it comes up soon. Come out.
Guaranteed, he said. Okay.
Nothing's guaranteed, Josh. Just kidding.
Hopefully the sun rises.
There's no such thing as a minor fender bender when you're on a motorcycle. And most of the time, motorcyclists get hurt when they go down. So if someone else's carelessness causes your luck to run out, find out what your rights are under the law.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Get ready to party with Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. We're turning 6, and the celebration is happening on August 20th from 11 to 3 p.m. Swing by for a day packed with amazing live piano music, lively mini performances, and a whole lot of fun. We've got giveaways, awesome anniversary discounts, and outdoor games, perfect for the whole family. Bring your love of music for a joyful community celebration you won't want to miss. Let's make some noise and celebrate Dickerson's Tri-City Piano's 6 fantastic years of pianos and music together.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
I'm Debbie Robertson. The end of summer sales event is going on now at Bill and Debbie Robertson Nissan. J.D. Power just ranked Nissan number 2 in initial quality in 2025, right behind Lexus. That's huge. Summer's almost over and so are these savings, so hurry in while they last. Drive home a new 2025 Rogue, Murano, or Pathfinder with 0% financing for 60 months. Get a 2025 Nissan Versa S for just $18,999. Come see us today at Bill and Debbie Robertson Nissan.
There's no such thing as a minor fender bender when you're on a motorcycle. And most of the time, motorcyclists get hurt when they go down. So if someone else's carelessness causes your luck to run out, find out what your rights are under the law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a first alert weather day as we'll have the potential for large fires in the Cascades and lower elevations. It's going to be windy and the vegetation is going to be very dry out there. So for today, thankfully not as hot as yesterday, but still 80s and 90s for lower elevations, about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Critically dry vegetation, that's indicated by the red color for lower elevations, and then the magenta, that is significantly dry vegetation. That would be for the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin. Here is the paramount variable to our forecast for today, the wind gusts. For both today and tonight, they could span anywhere between 25 to 50 miles per hour, some of the strongest wind gusts there in the Kittitas Valley. So we'll be tracking that across the map. So again, in this environment, fires could start or spread quickly. Now, thankfully, we're going to get a bigger assist with some cooler high temperatures for tomorrow, 80s for lower elevations. Finally, actually, high temperatures about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. So the vegetation dryness isn't going to be as dire. And that's certainly some good news because the wind gusts still going to be doing their thing for tomorrow. Not as strong as today, but still we could see some peak gusts around 40 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. Okay, that trend, the cooling trend, will continue into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and will continue to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That's going to coincide with some shower and thunderstorm chances going up into Friday, but especially for Saturday, some of that could linger into Sunday and Monday. So a deeper dive into Friday and Saturday. You can see for Friday, showers going to be likely in the Cascades, less so for the valleys and for the US 97 corridor. To the east of there, we should keep it pretty dry, but Saturday is going to be much more active. Thunderstorms looking likely in the Cascades, and the best fuel for thunderstorms to the east of there is going to be in the Basin, in the Blue Foothills, and in the Blue Mountains. But I think with the cooler high temperatures, the risk for lightning fires isn't going to be as high. Look at this. We can maybe pick up around an inch of rainfall in the Cascades for Friday and Saturday. That would be pretty beneficial stuff. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. An increased fire risk today, cooler beyond that with thunderstorms possible Saturday and Sunday. In Yakima, hot, dry, and windy for Wednesday, then cooler with showered chances going up Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. Today, slightly less windy Thursday. Then highs go down as rain chances go up Friday and Saturday. In Hermiston, dangerous fire weather Wednesday, calmer Thursday and Friday. Then thunderstorms possible this weekend. Then in Walla Walla, it's going to be the same cycle. Dangerous fire weather for today, cooler after that. Little shower and thunderstorm chances for this weekend.
All right, changes are in store.
I am just glad we're not seeing 100 and we're getting closer to 80s. Yeah, it's been too hot.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, this time of year, cooler, wetter, it's a good trend.
It is, that's true. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Beyonce has added an Emmy to her trophy case. Plus, a hit K-pop cartoon is taking over Netflix. We'll have those stories and more coming up in your entertainment headlines. It's 5:22.
You've worked hard. It's time to treat yourself. This Labor Day at More Furniture, refresh your living room with a new reclining sofa and love seat combination for less than $1,000. Get this casual reclining sofa and love seat, including a total of 4 reclining seats for only $9.95. Or get the sleek look of this transitional reclining sofa and console love seat, including 4 reclining seats and a storage console with cup holders, still only $9.95. Only at More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
Stay busy this summer with the City of Pasco. Enjoy open swim at Memorial Aquatic Park from 1 to 5:45 p.m. every day, with lap swim weekdays at noon, or sign up for swim lessons throughout the summer. Join the all-ages Beat the Heat Run Walk Club on Wednesday mornings to earn entries for an end-of-summer prize drawing. Check out free, family-friendly movies and music at Pasco Parks, plus many more activities and events, all listed online at pascoparksandrec.com.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Summer love for young and gold.
Paradise!
Bachelor in Paradise, new Mondays on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Look and feel your best with cosmetic dermatology services.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them. EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
Now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing, plus an additional $3,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. See your community Chevy dealers.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today in entertainment news, Beyonce is halfway to an EGOT. That's the acronym used for winning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award.
And K-pop Demon Hunters, are you familiar with their work?
No idea.
Oh, it is all the rage right now. It's heading to the big screen, and we have a first look at the new season of, I can't wait for this one, Only Murders in the Building.
I know.
Here's David Daniel with our Hollywood Minute.
Beyonce has an Emmy to go with her 35 Grammys. The performer won a Primetime Emmy for costume design for her Netflix special Beyonce Bowl. She's up for 2 more awards for the show at the 77th Annual Creative Arts Emmys, September 6th and 7th in LA. K-pop Demon Hunters is having a moment. The breakout animated musical series has topped the Netflix rankings and
got company. These here are my brothers, Tony, Mikey, Vinny, and Braden.
Braden, right. Suits you.
The podcast trio goes up against the mob in the new season of Only Murders in the Building. Guest stars include Renee Zellweger, Christoph Waltz, Téa Leoni, Bobby Cannavale, Davine Joy Randolph, Diane Wiest, and Meryl Streep. Season 5 of Only Murders in the Building premieres September 9th on Hulu. Following the clues in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Oh, I can't wait.
September 9th.
I know.
I still have not watched past first season, so it's still on my list.
It's been worthy for sure. And I mean, like we were talking about last time that we had something about it. I mean, clearly the cast is great, but then those guest stars that they bring in every season, that just takes it next level.
Ones. Oh, yeah.
All right, so much for ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 5:30 half hour, from speeding crackdowns to safer sidewalks, Pasco is mapping out a plan to save lives on city streets, and we'll let you know what this could mean for residential areas.
And if you're looking to fill your resume and have a great eye for detail, the City of Kennewick wants to hear from you as they look for their next building inspector. Qualifications and details are up next, but first we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, the TSA's new facial recognition ID program, it's now operating at 14 airports and 4 airlines. Delta, United, American, and Alaska are taking part. Passengers must have an airline profile and be part of the TSA's PreCheck program. If so, no need for a driver's license or a passport. Elon Musk threatening to sue Apple, claiming it's giving OpenAI preferential treatment. Musk, who also owns an artificial intelligence company, claims it's an antitrust violation. He claims Apple is making it impossible for other AI companies to reach #1 in the App Store. And a new offer for anyone fed up with the cost of cable TV and streaming. Sling TV now has a 1-day pass for $4.99. You can instantly activate live TV. The company saying it's perfect for viewers who want to watch sports, award shows, and other events without a long-term contract. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
When the island speaks.
Snorkeling and snorkeling. Tiki bar. Tiki bar.
Water slides.
Oh, really big pool. And hammock.
It's time to escape to the great life with Norwegian Cruise Line. And escape to the hammock life. Ah, now this is the great life. Welcome to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Dry eyes still gritty? Let them feel
my boat.
Remove contact lenses before using MyBo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. Ask about prescription dry eye drop MyBo.
Febreze. When your grand dog's in town, you bend your own rules. The reason? You've got the freshness of Febreze fabric spray. It fights odors, locking them away, and smells amazing, so everyone feels right at home.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
You're not losing lately. This is great.
Yes.
This is
You
good
don't
news.
usually lose.
Well, there was a little bit of a rough patch, but we've rebounded, right?
Exactly.
Perfect.
So yesterday went with a forecast high of 102. It verified again at 101.
Woo!
Jessica
He
has
put
a
his
little
arms up to make the 101.
hand symbol to do that. Yeah. So the jackpot's now up to $175. And for today, the stakes are this, a little bit cooler. It's definitely not cool, but forecast high of 98 for Pasco Tri-Cities. So if it verifies between 95 to 101, jackpot's going to hit $200. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleynewsnow.com, clicking on the contest page. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, today is a first alert weather day as we could see large fires in the Cascades or in our lower elevations, at least the potential for it, as it is going to be quite windy and the vegetation dryness is going to range from critical to significant. Wind gusts are already starting to pick up. You see White Pass gusts between 20 to 30 miles per hour. By 4, 5, 6 p.m. today, this map is going to be lit up. All right, temperatures 60s and 70s for lower elevations, a few 77s on the map. The Hanford site in Hermiston and Pendleton, 67 in the Tri-Cities and 50s and 60s in the Cascades in blues. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Going to be into the mid-80s as soon as 10 this morning, 90 degrees by lunchtime, and then mid-90s, mid to upper 90s for the hottest part of the day. So not as hot as yesterday, but still about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Some wildfire prevention tips to take to heart for today. Mind your campfires, don't toss cigarettes, check equipment sparks, and obey fire restrictions. We'll have more fire safety tips coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. We begin this half hour of news in Richland with an update for drivers.
So just yesterday, the city has announced the Dallas Road Roundabouts project has been put on hold. And the announcement comes as the developer-funded project was just about to begin.
So according to the city, a labor dispute has caused all work to be paused. The intersections at Ava Way and Trowbridge Boulevard are currently open to traffic.
The work is expected to get underway as a solution is made possible through ongoing labor negotiations. But as of now, there's no timeline on when those will come to an end.
Well, looking to the parks in Richland, the City Parks and Recreation Department is looking for community feedback via a survey that will affect their upcoming 6-year plan. So this feedback will go towards the Parks, Recreations, and Open Spaces plan. This works as the city's blueprint for improving parks, trails, open spaces, recreation facilities, and programming as well. Now, this is all a part of the new Future in Focus initiative to create one bold vision for Richland's future.
Really for us, this is our guiding document, so it helps us kind of hear from our residents how they'd like us to spend the limited funds that we have. So we take that feedback and then it helps us prioritize, do we continue to maintain the existing amenities that we have? Are there certain gaps in our park system, so things that we're missing that the residents really want to see?
Now, the survey is available to take online and can also be filled out in person with a printed copy at the Richland Community Center.
Moving to Kennewick now, for a major milestone for 3 decades in a row, the Port of Kennewick has received perfect audit results. The Washington State Auditor's Office says the port's 2024 audits were clean, complete, and accurate with no findings. That marks 30 years straight of clean, independent audit reports, and the review looked at detailed financial statements, payroll, and credit card use, as well as how the port complies with bid laws and the Open Public Meetings Act. Officials say the audits confirm the port is following state guidelines, protecting public resources, and operating with transparency.
Together look at our financial health, they look at our transparency to the public, they look at how we're spending the taxpayers' dollars, they look at the Open Public Meetings Act and are we following the guidelines of the state.
Port leaders say the streak shows their commitment to transparency and protecting public funds.
And the city of Kennewick is on the hunt for its next building inspector. In this role, you'll make sure residential and commercial projects follow building codes, working alongside with contractors, architects, and the public to keep the community safe. Applicants need at least 2 years of experience in building inspection, construction, or trades, plus an ICC building inspector certification and a valid Washington driver's license. So if you've got an eye for detail, strong communication skills, and a passion for public service, you can apply through the city's website.
In Pasco, the city is working on a new safety plan to make sure everyone, no matter how they travel, can move safely on city streets.
Excuse me, I had a little sleepy on there for a minute. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert has more on how this plan aims to improve safety in Pasco.
The City of Pasco's comprehensive safety action plan is being developed through a series of in-person and virtual meetings, with the goal of reducing deaths and serious injuries on Pasco's roadways. Whether you drive, bike, or walk, the city wants to make streets safer. So far, there have been 3 in-person public events to gather feedback, with the most recent held at St. Vincent de Paul Food Bank. State officials say this plan is different from past ones because of the funding behind it.
City of Pasco, every 2 years have been doing a safety plan, but this time they actually got a lot of grant funding from the SS4A, Safe Streets and Roads for All grant, and now they're able to develop a comprehensive safety action plan where they can develop a goal and set up targets to reduce the number of fatal and serious injury crashes in the city of Pasco.
Sullivan, who has been working alongside Pasco for the last few years, has helped develop similar safety plans like Washington's Target Zero initiative, and she says these efforts have already made a difference.
So if you look on Sylvester Street, we really did try to reduce the speed limit in that area, and we also tried to make sure there's more traffic calming. So we narrowed the lanes, we added some bike lanes, those kinds of things, so that we can literally think about other users, not just pedestrians, but cyclists and transit users in the city of Pasco as well.
When speaking with city officials about the comprehensive safety action plan, a topic that gets brought up quite a bit is preventing speeding and the dangers that speeding has on the Pasco community.
In particular, the speeding issues were around the arterials, especially in the downtown area. We're really trying to figure out what can we do to reduce speeds on our major arterials and figure out if we can make it more consistent speed limits so that when we're driving a longer road, especially long ones, they're more consistent as well.
Sullivan says public participation is critical since the plan will go before the city council and needs to reflect the community's priorities.
What are the public's priorities? And we can bring that to city council and we can prioritize the projects. And if the public is really supportive of a project, then they can continue to really elevate those kinds of needs.
For now, the city is continuing to collect feedback and hear what matters most to residents. In Pasco, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And the plan is expected to be complete in December and go to City Council for approval in February.
And if you'd like your voice to be heard, the City of Pasco is hosting a virtual seminar tomorrow at 6 p.m.
All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. She is 75 pounds of pure love, and she'll happily take over your lap as well. And I'm not talking about Jessica, you guys. I'm talking about
I'm more
Mona.
than 75 pounds.
Little Mona, the queen of cuddles.
Queen of cuddles,
Yeah, you're going to meet her coming up in Operation Best Friend and find out how you can make her your new best friend.
Step right up to a Ben Franklin Transit Bus for a free ride to the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo. Load your strollers, bring your backpacks, and carry on your lawn chairs to get to the fair from 6 park and ride locations across Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland. That's 6 locations to park your car and ride for free on BFT. It's the fastest way in and out of the fair. Free fast fare to the Benton Franklin Fair to see the animals, ride the rides, and cheer on rodeo royalty. Don't forget about the summer concert series with artists like Jake Owen, Daughtry, and Winona. See you there at the Benton Franklin Fair.
NHL star Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew both killed in a horrific bike crash. And now, almost exactly 1 year later, the wives of both late brothers speak out for the first time.
Is there anything you didn't say to your husband that you might want us to say now?
This morning, the emotional exclusive on Good Morning America.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
During the Subaru A Lot to Love event at McCurley Subaru, there's even more to love because every new Subaru sold helps grant a wish for a local child through Wheels Make Wishes Come True. Last year, we helped raise over $100,000 for local Make-A-Wish kids. And this year, you can save big while doing something amazing. Plus, school educators can save an additional $500 on a new Subaru purchase or lease. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
The guys from Workaholics try to go all the way.
No one has ever gotten 3 in a row.
We should phone a friend just to say how well we're doing.
And the stars from Hacks are in the hot seat.
You okay?
You know, it's not relaxing.
New Millionaire tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is a first alert weather day as it is going to be hot and dry and windy, so those ingredients together would will create the conditions for fires to start or spread quickly. Speaking of that, today in Kittitas County, gusts anywhere between 25 to 50 miles per hour. Obviously, the strongest wind gust going to be in the Kittitas Valley. Thankfully, the high is not as hot as yesterday, but that's kind of a moot point when the vegetation is so critically dry out there and when the winds will be doing what they'll be doing. In the Yakima Valley, highs in the mid-90s. These winds gusting between 30 to 35 miles per hour. Hey, plenty of sunshine across the map, so if you can look past the fire danger and the heat, it will be a beautiful day. Then in the lower Columbia Basin, some of us can make another run for 100 degrees. Technically, I'm going with 98. In the Tri-Cities, these gusts between 30 to 40 miles per hour. And then for the Blue Foothills, low 90s for the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 90s for the rest of the foothills. Also windy here and a little bit less windy in the Blue Mountains, those highs in the 80s and 90s. Okay, we could theoretically have fires today that could prompt evacuations. So to sign up for alerts in our Washington counties, go to mil.wa.gov/alerts, hashtag or pound local, find your county and sign up. And then for Oregon, this is a much easier URL. oralert.gov, type in your address and sign up. Coming up in the 6:30 half hour, we'll talk about the difference between level 1, level 2, and level 3 evacuations and what to put in your go bag.
It is now time for Operation Best Friend, where we help connect furry friends to their forever homes.
And this week, the spotlight is on Mona, a 3.5-year-old pit bull mix who's been waiting patiently for a family since January.
She's a staff favorite, a certified queen of cuddles, and ready to win your heart. Here's Monica from Tri-Cities Animal Services with more.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi everyone, I'm Monica and I'm from Tri-Cities Animal Services in Pasco, Washington, and this week for Operation Best Friend I have brought Mona. Mona is a 3.5-year-old pit bull mix that arrived on January 24th of this year. Mona is one of a handful of dogs that is still remaining at our facility that moved with us from our old facility back in March. Mona is definitely one of the staff and volunteer favorites. She absolutely loves people. She also appears to be friendly with other dogs with proper introductions. At our old facility, a male husky actually jumped into her kennel one day, and they were like instant besties. So we do believe she'd do well with another dog, most likely a male dog with proper introductions, of course. She is a toy and treat fanatic. I've kind of found that she won't do what I ask her to do unless there's food involved, which is okay. She knows what she wants. She's a big girl. Her nickname around the shelter is the Queen of Cuddles. She rubs on you like a cat and she'll just plop right in your lap. She does not realize that she's 75 pounds. One of the things that you may notice right away about Mona is her cropped ears. She did arrive to our facility with those cropped ears, and they've given her quite a bit of trouble since arriving, but she's been all cleared by our on-site veterinarian, and at this time she's fully available for adoption. And our adoption process is incredibly simple. We just require a valid ID and $50. You can view all of our animals on our website at www.tricitiesanimalservices.com. So if you're interested in meeting Mona, you can stop by Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., no appointment needed, and go home with your new best friend same day.
We all lost it at her running, and then that last shot of her. Oh, so good, so funny.
Tails and tongues wagging.
She really was like that. Meeting her when she came in.
She's here?
Yeah,
Aww.
so cute, just like full of life, it's like puppy, mentality, just a cutie.
When she could be yours.
Knows how to sit. We saw that on command.
Great sitter.
Great sit. Yep.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning spread, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And of course, we'll check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He'll have your first alert forecast as we give you a beautiful live look outside this morning from our Bimark camera in Yakima. He guaranteed it. The sun would come up. It's starting
Cha-ching,
to...
that's money in my draft now, right?
Yeah, it's starting to make its appearance in the sky there. Just how warm will it get today? He'll let us know.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months no interest. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Here comes Tracy Lawrence, live for one night only. Friday, September 5th, Legends Casino Hotel. All the hits, all night long, with CMA and ACM award winner, Tracy Lawrence. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Friday, September 5th at Legends Casino Hotel.
Bathfitter Showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Look and feel your best with cosmetic dermatology services at Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City. Cosmetic services include Botox and fillers, cool sculpting, laser hair removal, luxurious skincare products, and more. Start your path to healthier skin and more confident you today with cosmetic dermatology services at Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center. To schedule an appointment, call 509-588-4555 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get 30% off our Doctor's Choice lineup. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Stacy Lee. First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is indeed a first alert weather day, as we can see large fire starts in the Cascades, and for lower elevations it's going to be windy and vegetation will be critically to significantly dry. So for today, a little bit cooler as opposed to yesterday, but still about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. 80s and 90s for lower elevations, and vegetation dryness going to range from critical for our lower elevations to significantly dry for the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin. Factor in the winds, they will be widespread throughout today and tonight. Peak gusts anywhere between 25 to 50 miles per hour, some of the strongest wind gusts in the Kittitas Valley. So in these conditions, fires could start or spread quickly. Then for tomorrow, we'll get an assist with some cooler high temperatures, at this point about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. So low to mid 80s, even some upper 80s for lower elevations. But you can see vegetation dryness not going to be critical or significant anymore, which is good because the winds are still going to be doing their thing. Not as strong as today, but still gusts anywhere between 20 to 40 miles per hour. Once again, the Kittitas Valley will see some of those strongest wind gusts. We'll continue to cool things off for Thursday through Tuesday. Will be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That's going to coincide with some raising shower and thunderstorm chances for Friday, but especially for Saturday, and some of that lingering for Sunday and Monday. But let's break it down day by day, specifically for Friday and Saturday. For Friday, rain looking likely in the Cascades, less so in the valleys and for the US 97 corridor. But then for Saturday, this is looking like the most active day of this stretch, as thunderstorms going to be likely in the Cascades, and the best energy to the east of there for thunderstorms going to be in the lower Columbia Basin, the Blue Foothills, and the Blue Mountains. But we're thinking the lightning fire potential is probably going to be limited because of the reduction in vegetation dryness, and that is ultimately because of some of those cooler high temperatures. Also, this is some good news for Friday and Saturday, maybe picking up upwards of an inch of rain in the Cascades, a lot less to the east of there, but that is beneficial stuff for this time of the year. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. An increased fire risk today, cooler beyond that with thunderstorms possible Saturday and Sunday. In Yakima, hot, dry, and windy for Wednesday, then cooler with shower chances going up Friday and Saturday. In Ellensburg, 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible today, slightly less windy Thursday, then highs go down as rain chances go up Friday and Saturday. In Hermiston, dangerous fire weather Wednesday, calmer Thursday and Friday, then thunderstorms possible this weekend. Then for Walla Walla, kind of that same cycle. Dangerous fire weather for today, cooler after that, and a little shower and thunderstorm chances for the weekend.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:51. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning. In Yakima, police have named the officers involved in last weekend's deadly shooting. Chief Sean Boyle and Lieutenant Ira Caven, along with 3 sergeants, 3 detectives, and 6 other officers, so 14 in total, all included and involved in this incident, which left a man dead after he was suspected of killing a mother of 8. Yakima police say the administrative review is underway. And in light of that shooting, this Saturday's Cruise the Avenue in downtown Yakima has been canceled. Officials say the department is short-staffed and wants officers to focus on priority calls.
In Kennewick, a gun-related disturbance ends with a dramatic arrest. Officers responded to a call on West 4th Avenue yesterday after a woman reported a 29-year-old man pointed a firearm at her and may have fired. Police say the man ran into a local business and tossed the gun over a fence while fleeing. He surrendered shortly after and is facing multiple charges.
In Benton County, deputies rescued 3 goats that were trapped inside this black trailer you see right there on your screen. They say they'd been in there since Friday with little to no food or water. And as you can imagine, in this triple-digit heat, they say the animals were visibly dehydrated. They've now been impounded while authorities work to locate their owner.
In Richland, the Dallas Road Roundabouts project has been put on hold because of a labor dispute. Intersections at Ava and Trowbridge Boulevard will remain open to traffic, but there's no timeline yet on when construction will resume.
And Kennewick is hiring a new building inspector. Applicants need at least 2 years experience in inspection, construction, or trades. They need an ICC certification and a valid Washington driver's license. Those with a sharp eye for detail and strong communication skills can apply through the city's website.
In your national headlines, President Trump is meeting virtually with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and several other European leaders today. The conversation is a precursor to Trump's summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday. Significant obstacles stand in the way of a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine. Zelensky wants security guarantees from allies. He says otherwise Russia could attack again in the future. Another sticking point involves land. Zelensky says handing over parts of eastern Ukraine could set the stage for another Russian invasion.
5:54 in your business headlines this morning. Spirit Airlines is warning shareholders it may not survive if it can't come up with enough cash to pay its upcoming debt obligations. It's all according to a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The Florida-based carrier just got out of a bankruptcy in March. Spirit said its credit card processor has asked the carrier to set aside more funds as collateral or risk having its contract not renewed. That contract expires at the end of the year. In the filing, Spirit said in order to generate more cash, it may sell spare engines or its rights to use gates at various airports.
In your health headlines this morning, it may be a little tougher this fall for parents who want to get their young children vaccinated against COVID-19. The CDC saying the FDA may not renew authorization for Pfizer's vaccine that was made for children under 5 years old.
5:55, talking sports this morning. Seattle Mariners facing off against the Baltimore Orioles last night. Mariners only needed one run to extend the team's season and their best streak to 8 games. And that is just what happened. The team led by 1 run with Randy Arozarena making the score, hoping to keep the momentum. The two teams face off again today before the Mariners take on the Tampa Bay Rays this Sunday.
Trending this morning, if you're feeling lucky, now would be a good time to pick up a Powerball ticket.
All right, jackpot has grown to $526 million. No one matched all 6 numbers in Monday's drawing.
It's a lot of correct forecasts. Well, the new jackpot has a one-time cash payout of $241 million. The next drawing is today.
Okay, note to self.
Are you guys big lotto ticket, Powerball ticket gambler
Every
people?
time I'm inside of a gas station or like at a store that's selling lotto tickets, I'll get one
You'll
or
dabble?
two. Yeah, I'll dabble, but I don't go and make a point to get one, even though I should,
I just don't want to
Like
give
$1.
myself any false hope at all, so I don't buy them
Oh,
at
I
all.
love false hope. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
How I survive.
that's how I live my life.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, you gotta, glass half full.
It's an interesting psychology
never
lesson up
know.
here.
Yeah, there we go.
You never know.
You never know.
That's right. All right, and speaking of lottery tickets, coming up in our 6 o'clock hour here on Good Morning Northwest, the Seahawks and the State Lottery are teaming up with new scratch tickets and second chances to win some football prizes.
Oh, no.
We're gonna let you know how to test your luck coming up.
Plus, a real-life Spider-Man in Virginia needed saving himself. Coming up at 6, we'll see how firefighters brought him back to Earth. Wow, quite the Spider-Man. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, okay, Josh, what are you tracking?
First, I hope he's okay. Second of all, we have a first alert weather day for today. Uptick in fire danger, then after that trending cooler and wetter. So all that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.